Good evening, fellow degenerates. Mickey D here for Cold Beer Sports on Wednesday evening, sometime in January 2022. Wasn't on for a few days. I think last Thursday I was on last. Friday there was an FBD final and it was on very early. It was on at 5:45, so I had to get to that. And then I got me good old buddy Dublin D to stand in for me on Saturday. So I didn't watch it. He said he done all right, and he said that he might be interested in coming back again sometime. So we'll see. If I'm busy sometime, I might get him to come back. He gave you two tips. One was on Saturday, Alaphilippe. You probably seen that race. You know what happened. Came to the last, and it was like if he was shot dead. And don't tell me that he's not well handicapped off 140. It'll be interesting to see will he go for the final of that per Tim's or not. I know the one that won it snug enough, but I wouldn't mind taking him on again sometime when the handbrake would be fully off and the chain well oiled. The one on Sunday then was Prince Dundee, drifted to a big price, to an each way backable price. I was going well, and he's a dour stayer. And fuck me, he was brought down. That was the third time in a week that I tipped a horse was brought down. I don't think it ever happened to me before. Green Book on Saturday in the Lanzarote brought down. And the previous few days, Galley Hill brought down by Our Power, who came out and won since. That's three that was brought down. So as bad as it is when they fall, you know, it's your own destiny, like, but just when some other fucker falls in front of you, brings you down. So that's sort of a week. But anyway, I had, just to touch on the NFL, 5 out of the 6 favourites won the weekend. There's always one, isn't there? It would have been 11-2 for the 6 of them to win. 49ers beat the Cowboys. Few great performances. The Bills probably was the best. They really were on fire. Josh Allen had a great game altogether, the quarterback, and they played really well to hammer the Patriots. But their defensive game was brilliant. For those that was watching the game, what a pick in the end zone by your man, just like right out of his hands. He snuck in and took it out of his hands to save a certain touchdown. And that was a game changer, because that would have tied it up at 7-7. So that they went down the field and went 14-0 up, and that was it. Game, set and match. The Kansas City Chiefs won well. Both Josh Allen for the Bills and Mahomes, both of them passed for 5 touchdowns. Brady won as well, the GOAT, as they call him. And that's not a bad name either, because GOAT is the greatest of all time. That's what it stands for. So the 3 best quarterbacks sort of there had 3 good performances. So there's good matchups the weekend now. So probably the match of the weekend definitely is the Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the smallest the closest betting as well. Kansas is still 4-1 to win it out. So hopefully I've them backed. So let's see how far they will go. A few good games to look forward to the weekend. Anyway, I won horse for the Patriot service tomorrow. Paddy caught them in the balls today and gave them an almighty squeeze altogether. He had a nice double, fair play to him. And momentum sort of might come our way now, we'll say, for the second half of the month. I've one horse for tomorrow, and it's one, and I normally don't do cliff horses, but I'm convinced that there's a win in this horse, or a good run, and that's No Show in the 420 at Dundalk. It ran too keen the last day, too eager, too fresh, and it's only out 10 days later. That was last Friday week. I'm convinced there's a win in this horse. Shamie Heffernan is up tomorrow, so he's drawn in 8. Hopefully he'll get a nice position, and that he'll get him settled and come with a run sort of up the middle or up the rail, rather than swinging him wide, like, you know. So he's 13-2, and that's 4 places, so a pint each way. And I have a selection on the Patreon service tomorrow as well. So that's it. Mickey D for Cold Beer Sports, over and out. To the whole day around here altogether. Desperate wind and rain, but more rain than wind. But we got home safe anyway. But Anyway, good luck. Stay out of trouble. Biggie D for Cold Beer Sports. Bash those bookies.